Hi everyone, it's Vicki. I've had a lot of people wanting to know how I make the mask that I've been making for a couple weeks. And so I decided to make a video and just show you so that everyone can make them if they want. These are what the masks look like. Go over your ears and then they go right here down, like there's a little wire in them so that they're nice and snug around your nose. And then the neat thing about these masks is I designed it so that I could use it with my essential oils. So there's a little pad that goes inside, okay? And this is just like a batting, or you could use like a felt, and you put a few drops of essential oil, whatever kind you want, on there, and then it goes right inside the mask, okay? Right inside there, and then you just put the mask on, and it's kind of covering right here, and that way you're breathing in the molecules from the essential oil. And there's a lot of great reasons to be using essential oils right now, and I'm not going to get into a whole essential oil class, but if you know me, you know that I'm a huge advocate for essential oils, and actually a wellness advocate for doTERRA. I've taught many classes about essential oils and how they can assist your body both physically and mentally. And right now, in the times that we're living, it seems more important than ever to be doing that, okay? So anyway, that being said, I'm gonna show you how to make one of these masks. It's the design that I made, it's super easy. And I just think everyone should be able to do it, I would think. I have a sewing machine and I know how to sew, but you could actually sew this by hand. And I was thinking I might do a video of doing one without having to sew it. I was thinking you could probably even make this mask with hot glue or duct tape or something. I don't know. That's another video. Okay, so the first thing that you're gonna wanna do to make one of these masks is to make a template, okay? So I used cardstock, but if you don't have cardstock, you can just use regular paper. And I put two pieces together, and this is 18 inches wide here, and then by 8. So 8 by 18, okay? I just taped it together, okay? So you wanna cut that out. And then this line right here is halfway. It's a halfway mark, okay? Then you're gonna get your ruler, and you're gonna go from the halfway mark, you're gonna go in, halfway mark right here, you see it? It's a little bit lighter. Okay, so you're gonna go in 1 inch, and you're gonna make a mark, and then from that line, it's a 3/4 inch, another mark, and then another inch, and then 3/4, okay? And then do it from the other side here. So 1 inch to 3/4, and then another inch, and then another 3/4, and that should leave you with 2 inches in the middle, okay? And then I just drew the lines down, okay? So that's this part of the template, easy peasy. Okay, up here then in the corner, this is a 4-inch square, okay? So 4 inches, 4 inches, and then in from that is a 1/2 inch, and then 1/2 inch from the side here, and then this is right in the middle, okay? So 2 inches down, right in the middle, okay? And these are gonna be the little side parts, okay? So that's your template. So that's the first thing you wanna make. Once this is made, then these go really fast, and it's super easy, okay? So get your template made, okay? So then what we're gonna do next is you're going to get some fabric. Now, I've just been using fabric that I had around the house. It's usually cotton fabric. My mom is a quilter, so she had a ton of just scraps and leftover fabric that she gave me. So I have all kinds of fabric and fun colors and stuff, but I actually used a sheet to make one because my daughter wanted red on hers, and all I had was this red sheet. Now it wasn't as thick, but I think it'll still work. And I also had some curtains that used to be in her room that I thought, oh, I could make some out of this. If you had old clothes, I mean, you could pretty much use anything. So you want to take your template and put it on the fabric and trace around it and cut it out so that you have an 18 by 8 piece of fabric. Okay, so then what you're going to do, so then you've got the print side and the non-print side. So you're going to go along the edge and you're going to fold it over into itself. Okay, so you're going to make a little hem on the one side. About a ½ inch. Now there's nothing in this that has to be exact, which is the cool thing, because I'm not a seamstress at all. Like, I don't know how to follow a pattern or anything like that. I couldn't make clothing, but I know how to work the sewing machine, so I can make these, and you can too. So you just fold that over, and I kind of just use my fingers to press it down so that it will stay. And then you just sew that down. So you're gonna do that seam on both sides. Okay, so I've already done the other side. Okay, so that's straight across, you see? Okay, and I just have gray thread because that's all I have, but yeah, I don't think it matters. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this piece, so ½ inch on each side or so, like it doesn't have to be perfect, and you're gonna fold it together. Okay, so you're gonna line those up on the edge there, and then get the center, make sure that's good and flat. And then I'm gonna run the sewing machine down this as well. Now, if you're not using a sewing machine and you're doing it by hand, you could actually just kind of iron that. I don't think it matters if it's sewn on this side, or maybe even on this side, you could just iron it probably. Okay, so now you've got this piece, okay? It's open on one end, see that? And now it's like this. So now you're gonna go to your template and you're gonna set it down, okay, right here. And you're just gonna line it up so that it's kind of lined up in the center between the right edge and the center. Okay, so you're just gonna line that up. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. And then I just have like a little Sharpie marker. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna mark all these lines. And these are gonna be where I'm gonna do the folds. Okay, so I've lined it up and then I made marks on there. Okay, and you only have to do one side. So then what you're gonna do, these are gonna be where you actually fold it. So I'm gonna start from the center and I'm gonna fold, see, fold it and then fold this way. And you're gonna fold it right on those lines. Now, it doesn't have to be exact and you can fudge a little, but basically you're gonna end up with two folds, okay? So it's gonna look like that on the edge. Do you see that? Okay. So then I'm gonna take a pin and I'm gonna pin it. Now you don't wanna go this way, you wanna go this way, okay? So that the tip of the pen is at the edge of the fabric. Okay. Okay, so like that. Okay. So then you're gonna do it the same with this side over here. So you're gonna just do the folds. Okay, so it looks like that. And then you're gonna take a pin. Okay, so then you've got both sides like that. Okay. Okay, so then what you want to do is we want to put that wire in that goes over the bridge of your nose. Now I am using some wire that I have. Okay, this is 20 gauge galvanized steel wire. Now I have this because I make these little mice with it, right? I make the armatures, these little mice. And I'm gonna do a video of how to make these too, but not this one. So that's why I have this wire. If you don't have wire, you can use anything. You can use other things. So you could use a pipe cleaner, that would work. You could use a twisty tie from, you know, like your bread or whatever, that would work. You could even use a piece of, this is tin foil that I rolled up, right? See how nice this would work, right? Anything that's gonna stay, okay? So this is a piece of tin foil that's just rolled up, that works too. Okay, so anything like that. So I've taken my wire and I've made little loops on the end so that it doesn't poke out. Okay, that was a tip that someone gave to me that I'm thankful for, Susan. So you're gonna take it and you're gonna put it in the side that is the open side. Okay, so it's open, so you figure the mask is like this and I want it on the outside opening. So you just put that right in there, okay? So that's in there. So now you just want to gather up the folds, okay? So you're just going to gather them up just like it is on the other side. Just like that, see? I just gathered that right up. And then you can put your pin in these sides. Okay, so I'm just going to gather it up. Okay, just like that. Okay, so now it's all pinned. Okay, easy, easy. Okay, now to make the sides, you're going to use this part of your template that you made. So you're going to cut out 4x4 squares. Now, they don't have to be exact, like at all. It's so easy. If they're not exactly 4x4, it's okay. Trust me, it still works. So you're going to take your square. Okay, and so you've got your printed side and your non-printed side. So on the printed side then, you're gonna put it on your template and you're gonna mark the two edges and then you're gonna mark the halfway, okay? So I'll show you. So just like that, right? So you marked the two and then the halfway. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold this, okay? So you're gonna fold it in on the one side, okay? I just use my fingernails and kind of make a crease there. And you're gonna fold the other side too. And you don't have to sew this, you can just fold it. Okay? So now it's in like that, and you can see that line still right there, the halfway mark. So then you're gonna fold it up to the line. So each edge is gonna go up to that line. Okay. So it's gonna kind of look like that. Okay? And this is all just folded, so you're just gonna have to hold it. So if you let go, it will unfold itself. So then you're gonna take the edge of your mask here, and you're gonna put that down right to that line, and fold the top over onto it, okay? I'm trying to line up so it looks like this, okay? And then you wanna line up these little guys here. Those edges. Okay, so now I'm just holding this. I haven't sewn any of it. So now I'm just going to take the sewing machine and just run it right across here. Just one line right there with the sewing machine. Now it's going to be a little thick, so you're going to have to push it through, but it'll go. So it doesn't have to be perfect. I am not a great seamstress by any means, but you don't have to be, so that's the great thing, okay? So as long as it's sewn on both sides, you're good. So then you can take the pins out, just like that, okay? So then you're gonna do the same thing with the other side, okay? I already have this one marked, so I'll just do this side real fast. Okay, just like that. And then we're just gonna sew that part. Okay. So that's all the sewing that we have to do on this. So there's our mask, okay? So if you had some elastic, you could put elastic through here and then you could just use the elastic. Now I don't have any elastic, so I was like, oh man, what else could I use? So I just found some yarn. So I've been using yarn, and what I did is I got a skewer, it's just a wood skewer, right? And I cut it so that it opens, see that? And then I just put that in that opening there, and then take it and put it right through there. See how easy that is? Okay. Now, if you want one that goes around your ears, you want to cut it about to there, right? So that you could tie it to go around your ear. If you want one that will tie in the back, then of course you would just want to make this longer. Okay, so maybe it's here. Okay, and then it can tie in the back. See that? So I've just been making them to go over the ears. So I'm going to make mine about that length. Okay, and I'll do the same on the other side. So then whoever gets this can customize it to their ears and how, you know, tight or loose or whatever they want for it. Okay, so push that through. Okay, so now the mask is done, right? How easy was that? Now the other part of this, remember, is the essential oil part, right? So you're gonna get either your you're gonna get either this, which is your piece of felt, or this is like batting, like cotton batting that you would use for quilting. You know, I got it from my mom. And you would put a couple drops of your essential oil on it, whatever you want. So my favorite that I'm using right now is called On Guard, because I do doTERRA, and On Guard is our protective blend. So you take a couple drops of On Guard, and you know, 2 or 3 or 4 drops, put it on the pad. I kind of do this and make sure it's all distributed on the pad. And then that opening, put it right inside there, okay? Put it in the opening, okay? And then you put the mask on. Right, and then you bend this to go right over the bridge of your nose. Okay, then these will tie right behind your ears. Just like that, okay? And that's it. There's not much, there isn't anything more to it than that, so that didn't take long, right? If you have any questions, let me know. If you don't want to make the masks, I am selling them, so I can make them for you if you'd rather. But I encourage everyone to try and do them. We know that the CDC has decided that it's a good thing to wear a mask when you're out. I know that healthcare professionals are in short supply. So I've been actually giving masks to nurse friends of mine who have been utilizing them, and family and friends, and selling them to people. So, but I encourage you to try and make your own. They're really easy, and I know you can do it. You know, nobody knows how to do anything until they learn how to do it. So go ahead and try, okay? And everyone stay safe out there, and join me maybe next time. I'll either, I don't know, make a mask without sewing, or we'll start in on learning how to make one of these guys, okay? So stay safe and healthy and happy. Okay, thanks guys.